Hi, I'm Patrick Briand for YBA Sports with an ode to the Boston Celtics 2010-2011 season, which ended on Wednesday with a 97-87 loss to the Miami Heat in Game 5 of the NBA's Eastern Conference semifinals. It was a Celtic team that suffered injuries, questionable trades, and tough matchups across the board. The Heat were often spectacular during the series, getting terrific performances from LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. The Celtics, just like they had in the previous game, had control for most of the game, then let it slip away in the final quarter. The Boston squad led at the end of each of the first three quarters. In the fourth, they committed 5 turnovers, and LeBron's amazing play led them to scoring the final 10 points. All in all, the Miami Heat scored the final 16 points in the game, leading to the crushing season-ending loss.
It was frustrating, Jackie, because we had so many opportunities. Like I said, the fast breaks, the missed layups, the open shots, and then not to execute a play at the end. That doesn't mean we win it, but we should have got a better shot. There's no guarantee you make the shot or not. So those things are disappointing.
But there is good news for Celtics fans. The team just signed Doc Rivers to a 5-year contract, reportedly worth $35 million. Now I'm here with Jimmy Myers. Your impression on Doc's huge new contract?
I'm happy for him. I've known Doc since he was 15 years old, Patrick, and it's the culmination of what he is, this body of work. He's been spectacular as a coach. He's led them to one NBA championship, got them to another final against the Lakers. They just didn't have enough last year. But now the big part is going to be rebuilding this team. But for Doc, I'm very happy because he has earned every one of those dollars.
Where should the Celtics go from here?
I still think the biggest problem, Patrick, is they have to find rebounding. They have to find rebounding from somewhere. They need maybe a couple of players on the perimeter as well, because I don't know what's going to happen with the big three. Danny Ainge has intimated that there could be movement with either Ray Allen or Kevin Garnett. He can't move Paul Pierce more than likely because Paul Pierce has a couple more years on his contract. But there could be movement there. But they have a couple of areas that they have to shore up.
All right. I'm Patrick Briand for YBA Sports.
Well, before we wrap up this segment, let's get some last-minute thoughts on the Celtics. Guys, what do you think was the key to the Celtics' loss against the Heat, and what can they do over the offseason to go all the way next year?
I think the key was that the Celtics didn't have as many big guys. Like I said before, since Shaq was injured and they traded away Perkins, the only big guy they really had was Jermaine O'Neal. I think they need to get guys like Chris Dix. I think they need to develop him a bit more and then try and go after some more big guys. Maybe getting Perkins back. I'm not sure. He was getting injured, but you definitely have to get a bigger guy who can help out defensively and getting more rebounds.
I think they need a big guy, and I think they need someone who. I think they also need someone who needs to come in and try to take over this team, because I think definitely one of the big three is going to go really soon, probably Kevin Garnett or Paul Pierce. And I think they need someone else to come in and kind of bring in a new, younger life to the team.
Paul Pierce just signed a new contract last year, so I don't think he's going anywhere. But they need some help in the middle. They need people to help the core of this team, and they need people who are going to play Celtics defense. That's been the strength of this club. That's what helped them win a title a few years back and helped them get within 7 minutes of a title last season against the Lakers.
Yeah, I think the key is bring in new young blood and have the old Doc Rivers build him up. He knows what he's doing. He has all the knowledge in the world, and he's going to help build up young players for this 5-year contract.
In my opinion, I think a key player that the Celtics could use in the middle is Orlando Magic center Dwight Howard. The only problem is they don't really have the key pieces to trade for him right now. Might have to wait until he goes into free agency and then try to sign him. So I think the Celtics are at a little bit of a roadblock right now. Not sure if they could make a big trade, go out and get a big signing. It's kind of confusing to see what they could do this offseason, but in my opinion, they won't get much better before next year. So up next, we'll wrap up a bad start for the Bruins as lightning struck at the TD Garden. We'll break it all down for you after a short timeout.
I'm Max Kleiman for YBA Sports.
Giving young people the chance and the training to be young broadcasters. That's how YBA started.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Back Talk Entertainment.
So Ashley, why are businesses using Facebook? Well, the really cool thing about Facebook...
Over 370 hours of live student-produced webcast, including the first professional sports event broadcast entirely by kids. That is only the beginning of the story of Young Broadcasters of America.
Parents rave about their child's improvement in confidence, poise, and communication skills. But it doesn't come as any surprise to us because we teach Generation Techs how to talk using TV broadcast skills, and the results are amazing.
This is the oral communications piece that nobody else has.
With a whole generation communicating more through technology than face-to-face, Young Broadcasters of America has created a curriculum for voice articulation that is now available at YBA Online.
IPI stands for inflection, pronunciation, intonation, and enunciation.
Connecting professional broadcasters with young people has given the next generation of TV talent an edge in communication, in school, and in life.
What opportunity do you have as a kid to get in front of a camera, to get behind a mic, to learn how to actually do it? This is the only opportunity he's ever had.
Justin, it's good to be sitting right next to you.
Nice to be here.
They learned everything. They learned behind the camera, in front of the camera, editing, just so much poise, and they really enjoyed it. It was an awesome experience.
Perhaps best of all, the young people who train with Young Broadcasters of America have a blast creating a new kind of cool.
Oh! And that's how we do it at YBA.
Once I was introduced to the whole broadcasting world a year and a half ago, I realized this is what I want to do.
You bring the personality within your heart out onto the set, and you show everyone who you really are.
Now, his old friends are helping to honor Ace Bailey's name.
He was a very important part of our team, but more importantly, he was a great friend to all of us.
YBA builds confidence, develops communication skills so necessary in life. Now, YBA is bringing its training to adults and the corporate community, which is desperate to undo what technology has done. For more information about Young Broadcasters of America, log on to youngbroadcasters.com or call 508-650-2000.